First, consider this. There are companies valued at over $100 billion that have failed. So let's see what you and I can learn from them. First, I started from the bottom, right? An ex-business partner and I built a business from the ground up to doing billions of dollars in sales every single year. He woke up one day and tried to steal all of it. Took all the money, the staff, and sales reps that support him. They moved most of the business to their other companies and left me with the millions of dollars in legal fees. Now, I make these videos to share the blind spots, the do's and the don'ts, but also so that you can learn from them and how you can use that to grow your business to make it better and more bulletproof than ever. Now, for perspective, consider this. Yahoo was valued at one time at over $125 billion. Blackberry valued at over $85 billion. Kodak at $31 billion. Sears at $18 billion. Blockbuster at $3 billion. Pan Am, the airline, at $1 billion. Companies with huge access to capital, huge access to bank, capital, connections, and they still failed. And if they can fail, then your and my business can too. So let's see how we can avoid it. What makes a business fail can make another business fail at the same time. What makes a business fail can be reverse engineered and learn moves that would have prevented failure, right? And so some businesses fail because they didn't make the right moves, and some businesses fail because they made too many moves. So let's consider this. Blockbuster. It was a $3 billion company at one time, and they didn't pivot when they should have. But if you're making in 1 year $800 million in late fees alone, you're probably not considering that you will ever fail, right? It's not even crossing your mind as an option. You think about Yahoo. Yahoo was valued at $125 billion. They had tons of CEOs, people like Marissa Mayer, and she ran Yahoo for 5 years and made $239 million as a salary during that time. Unfortunately, she's considered one of the worst CEOs. At the time, I bet you though, she never even considered that failure was a possibility. She even took a $23 million severance package when Yahoo was sold to Verizon. So I'm pretty sure the company or the investors that owned Yahoo probably never even considered that. Otherwise, why would they give such a huge severance package, right? And so at least we know that Yahoo didn't underpay her. Now, Blackberry was valued at $85 billion, and at its peak had 85 million subscribers. We talk about recurring income and we talk about memberships and continuity. They had 85 million subscribers. They didn't adapt. Blackberry put enterprise over customer needs. Apple swooped in, and the rest is history. And just in January 2022, Blackberry phones were made defunct, basically no longer even usable. Some companies were overvalued, some spent too much money, but they all left clues that we can learn from. So let's talk about Amazon, like the Amazon in the industry today, right? And just understand Jeff Bezos' mindset when he named his company Amazon. The Amazon River is the largest river in the world. And today, Amazon ships more packages than UPS and FedEx. We won't consider USPS, the United States Postal Service, because it's ran by the federal government, and that's a different story. So let's touch on what makes Amazon a company that seems like it can never fail. They have great operational management. They have great financial management. They have great business strategy. They have great location, which seems like the whole world. And they have great demand, which makes Amazon offers seem like they're on steroids, right? And I recall at one time in our office, like all I saw were boxes from Amazon. But before that, it was FedEx and UPS. Prior, we'd order directly from the manufacturer through FedEx or UPS. But most people think of Amazon for only delivering physical goods. Amazon Web Service, called AWS, has the largest cloud service globally. AWS stores data on the internet so that we don't have to have all these physical servers, right? Just like Google it and look up like old server rooms, right? You would see all these freaking machines, email servers, network servers, just servers every freaking where, these big, huge boxes. Today, we can access data from anywhere and everywhere. And as of 2020, some of AWS clients are companies like Netflix, Twitch, LinkedIn, and even Facebook. But AWS is only around 16% of Amazon's revenue. In 2022, AWS produced $85 billion in profit, generating $23 billion in operating profits just from that portion of the business. Today, even the United States government uses AWS. Now, let's talk about companies with the highest profit, which is a company called Saudi Aramco, but it's a petroleum and gas and a natural gas company. In 2022, they posted profits of over $300 billion US. But most of us don't own petroleum or natural gas like that, so let's discuss the second most profitable company. And let's say we talk about a company with the highest market capitalization, which basically means the total value of a company's share, we're talking about Apple, valued at $2.77 trillion. Apple is considered by many the richest company in the world, but it's also a company that we can relate to, right? We can see their marketing and some of the ways they make money. Now, what does Apple and Amazon do to set it apart from the competition? Like, what makes these companies seem like they will never fail? First, I think it's very, very important to say that you can never truly win, and any business can fail. There's a book called The Infinite Game by Simon Sinek, and he speaks to businesses never truly winning because it's like saying Michael Jordan won the game of basketball or is the greatest ever. The game of basketball will outlive any player. Now, he may have been the greatest during his time in particular categories. And so what we have to understand is that some industries will always be around, outliving us as individuals. So no business has lived or been in existence forever. So that kills the idea that no business can ever fail. Failing is one of the ways we learn. And the game of business is an infinite game. What makes Amazon and Apple so successful is their secret sauce that will allow your business to also thrive and remain in the game. Both entities pay attention to what matters most to their clients, which is creativity and, of course, the user experience. They make transparency, honesty, integrity, and security important. Amazon gives customers what they want, anytime they want, almost as fast as they want. So the goal is to work towards it, constantly improving. Now, Apple focuses on creating the best products for the best experience. Having customer obsession is one of the best methods to prevent your business from ever failing. This alone will keep you in the infinite game of business. Now, if you think this was helpful, hit the like button. If you have questions or ideas that can help others, please share them in the comments. And if you want more, hit the subscribe button. This is Khaazra. I'm out.